Good morning everyone. So today's topic is acids, bases and salts, and this is an introduction video, part 8 in the series 1. So first let us know what is an acid. In Latin it is called acidus, which simply means sour. That's what I have written here. In simple terms, acid is sour. And for example, vinegar is also called as acetic acid, is an acid. And also lemon juice is an acid. It also tastes sour. Both vinegar and lemon juice taste sour. And we also know that acids can easily dissolve metals. Why they can easily dissolve metals? Because they are very corrosive. And the meaning of corrosive is they are highly reactive and cause damage to living tissue. That means if you pour acid on your skin, it just damages your living tissue, the skin. But above all this, acid is something which donates a proton and also accepts an electron pair. Let us see. Here I have written that acid is equals to proton donor. But why do you know why I have written like that? Because acid donates a proton. HCl is an acid because it donated a proton. Proton is nothing but H plus. It donated an H plus to H2O here, and that is why H2O has become H3O plus. And since this HCl donated a proton, it becomes Cl minus. So that's why here I have written the HCl donates a proton, and so it is an acid. H2O accepts a proton and it becomes H3O plus. So that's why it's a base. HCl, it donated a proton and becomes Cl minus. That is an acid. It donated a proton. But H2O, it accepted a proton and became H3O plus. So that's why it's called base. And by now you must have understood that proton is nothing but H plus. And now acid contains a H, and when you dissolve an acid in water, it gives hydrogen ions H plus. For example, if you see in this reaction HCl, and if you dissolve it in water, it gives out H plus and Cl minus. And you all know what is H plus. Just now we have discussed. Proton donor is acid. Proton acceptor is a base. That's it. HCl is an acid here. That's why on reaction with water it gave out H plus. That is why HCl is an acid. And I have also written in this definition, once again read properly, that acid contains a hydrogen. Acid contains a hydrogen, and when you dissolve an acid in water, it gives hydrogen ions. Exactly this equation follows this definition. So that is why HCl is an acid. And now coming to base. What is a base? We all know right from our childhood we used to learn that and even now we say that pH which has greater than 7 is a base and which has less than 7 is acid. The reasons and deep into that topic will be going in the next video, the pH topic in my next videos. And also base accepts a proton unlike acid. Acid donates a proton, but base accepts a proton. And I also told you proton is nothing but H plus. Soap is an example. Soap is an example of base. And you also know that bases are bitter, acids are sour. Soap water is also bitter. And bases, when they react with water, they become foam and soapy. They get foam and become soapy, which are exactly opposite to acids. And you have to know about alkali. Alkali is nothing but it neutralizes the effect of acid. When acid reacts with alkali, it neutralizes the effect of the acid, and we also get salts and water. And examples of bases: baking soda, washing soda and quicklime. What is baking soda? NaHCO3. And what is washing soda? Na2CO3. Please don't get confused with the chemical formula. The chemical formula of baking soda is NaHCO3 and the chemical formula of washing soda is Na2CO3. And also quicklime is an example of base. Quicklime is CaO, calcium oxide. And this is the most important part. This is neutralization reaction. Acid on reaction with alkali gives salt and H2O, water. So this reaction is called neutralization. And about neutralization I will be teaching you all in the next video. And also one more point, washing soda is used to remove hard stains from clothes or laundry, you can call. So by this video you must have understood what is an acid, what is a base, and what is HCl, whether it's acid or a base, and what happens when we react water with an acid, and what happens when we react water with a base. and what is a proton donor and what is a proton acceptor. You also learned that acids are corrosive and the examples of acids you have learned, and also you have learned what happens in a reaction, what does acid and base both do in a reaction, and you also learned that proton is nothing but HH plus. This is just an introduction video. I hope you all like it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Until next time, see you all.